All right, guys, I am back with another review. This time I have something special. I don't review as much port as I would actually like. I do notice that particularly with, I think, red wines, and I'll put this in that category, even though Tawny isn't red, port wine. You're getting more woody notes, you're getting more fruit, berries, other stuff that can leave me hungover if I have too much. That usually isn't a problem, but I follow primarily carnivore diet, so I'm very low on sugars. Wines, especially like this or something, I bought a bottle, it's been sitting for months and it's cold outside. I'm gonna crack this open and give it a taste. I love tawnies, I love port wine. If you have recommendations for other kinds of red wine in particular that you think I ought to try, please just comment in the stuff below. I don't drink as much wine as I probably would like. It's very easy for me to get too much. One of the reasons I started drinking Blanco tequilas is that I find very little inflammation or problems from having it. So I'm going to check out this port wine, tell you what I think about it. I did find information at their website, which is Sandeman.com, and they have a whole section under their port wines and, you know, whatever else they've got. Can I close that? Yes, because I found the Tawny port right in here. I don't want to go over the tasting notes just yet, but Sandeman.com is their website. I wanted to put that up just so you know. I don't like to read the tasting notes until I crack it open. Now let me see if I can manage to get this guy open on my own, like an adult, with something I can peel. Yeah. So I love port. Turned my brother onto port at one point. My brother, kind of like me, kind of thinks of it as a little classy, you know, after dinner drink with some friends. Let's see, can I get the rest of that to peel? Massage therapist, no fingernails. That little piece tore. Can I get it off? And this is another reason I do this live, just because I think this interesting process, if you'll remember, what wine was it that I had a problem opening? I'm trying to recall what it was specifically. It was Magenta, that's what it was. I bought a new bottle of Magenta, got it open super easy. It wasn't a problem at all. So I think it was just a fluke about that one bottle I had. Oh, see? Okay. Well, here we go. Got to pause. Got to go get a knife. All right. We got it. Let it be known that Robert Gardner, as an adult, now I'm going to use my massive grip strength. Oh, little cork here. Let's pour this and see what we think. Oh, that looks fruity. That looks like it's full of berries. Holy moly. Good Lord. I'm salivating looking at this. Absolutely salivating. It's a tawny. I can taste it and that little bit of drip, but the color, do you see the color is like this super dark, kind of robust. Let me see if I can get it to refocus on just this. That super dark, robust color. I can't wait to nose this. This is going to be... oh, God. If there was if there was much that would lead me to what do they call it, rehab, I think that might do it. It's rich, fruity, almost like, I want to say leather, but it's very, very light. It's not like a scotch. The fruitiness of it like balances. Hints of raisins, prunes. Maybe the wood, I'm assuming, is a little bit of oak. It's just, even these glasses, guys, because I don't break these out unless I'm going to have something like this. It just, the way that the shape like sifts the scent right into my nose. It's just so, like, I'm used to drinking, you know, tequilas, and I love tequila, but this is just such a different beast as a wine. raisins. Reminds me of like strudel or something, like fruity. Maybe dried cherries. Oh God, it's like scotch. It's just so rich and robust on my nose, on my palate, that I want to sit there and just keep drinking, or smelling it, I should say. It just so full, so like lush. Berries, currants, currant jelly, fruit roll-ups. It's amazing to me because I don't think for a lot of wine connoisseurs they would think of this as being all that sweet, but it's amazingly sweet. This is the only glass I'm going to have tonight. Another thing I've noticed about port, for any of you who are maybe interested in trying it, is when you have port, I noticed that I'm able to open a bottle and keep it probably for a period of about a month. It's like at a reasonable temperature. It can't get too hot, too cold. I find that I can just have a little, after dinner, and it's fine. This is also a thing with me. It's not just the alcohol. I think it's the berries, the wood, the sweetness, the sugar, in combination. This is something that if I drink too much of, I would not want to be hungover from port. That is just not. Wine hangover is just like, ugh. Maybe worse than that would be maybe champagne if it's inordinately sweet. But rich, robust. It's actually not as, I want to say not as tawny, but what that means is, to me, I've had tawnies that are more brown, that look a little more aged. This looks like a little more, it's actually closer to me to like a ruby than a tawny. But let me see what it says on the bottle. Served chilled, fine, Tawny Porto, product of Portugal. Thank you to the Portuguese. Much love to you. Established in 1790, Sandeman, GEO, Sandeman and Sons Company Limited. Established by George Sandeman in 1790, Sandeman has been shipping the fine Portos all over the world for the last 225 years. This rich, tawny flavor evokes raisins and tender hazelnuts. Enjoy it with caramel dessert, strong blue cheeses, or foie gras. Oh, you dirty bastard. Enjoy Sandeman Ruby, Tawny, or White on their own, or on ice as a long drink. Yeah, really, really good. It's 19%, 19.5% alcohol by volume, says it does contain sulfites. And yeah, it's fruity. It's a little closer to like a ruby. If you maybe want to try port, that's tawnies, but you want to go towards the ruby, this might be a good choice. It's still full of berries. I've had port that's more aged, if brown wood. It's got different notes. Some of the fruitiness is dampened. I don't find this. If you served this to me and told me it was a ruby, I would probably say, oh, okay. I wouldn't be able to currently tell the difference. Rich, creamy, buttery velvet fruit roll-ups, just cascades of flavor. I was so happy to open this tonight. Since it's cold and to get a chance to sleep in my weighted blanket after this tonight. Just absolutely amazing. Not enough good things to say. I'm sure there are better ports than this, but okay, so I'm gonna say this. I'm not saying this is bad port, but if this is like middle of the line, I wonder what a really good port is like, or a really expensive high-end port, because this is just amazing to me. This is, me questioning my existence, wondering why I'm not a sommelier, like doing things, because It is just the fruitiness, just amazingly balanced. I find it easy to find a good port, whereas a good wine, a little more murky. When I do have red wines, by the way, I tend to drink Pinot Noir because I seem to be able to find good ones that are fairly inexpensive. Let's check out the website and see what they got to say. Selected from the lighter wines of each year, these ports are chosen for aging in small oak, there we go, casks to develop their style. Fruit and style of great port with an added finesse. Pale in color, light in body, this port is superb as a chilled aperitif or accompanying an appetizer, yet satisfying when served at the end of a meal. Clear red amber colors with light intense body, open up rose vanilla. I didn't get the vanilla, I do get the dried fruit. The elegant harmony of fresh flavor red fruits unfold in the mouth and combine the complexity of wood aging and a good finish. Total sugars 95 grams. pH, interesting. The region, I don't know the regions for that specifically. Not worried about calories, not worried about sugars because, well, we live a life. Let's see, what does it say here? Controlled temperature with skin maceration so as to extract the best components. Really interesting. Always interesting to go over their website, see what little information is there. This is a buy. I would easily, I don't remember what this cost, but I would easily buy this as a gift, say for my brother or someone. If I was going to a dinner party and I wanted to bring something, if you want something that could be had with a meal, say steak, maybe fish, chicken, I think this might pair well with that, something kind of rich, something it could stand up to. But I also think this could almost, if you like dessert wines, it's almost along those edges. It's almost something that you could bring as like a dessert wine for people after dinner drink. Really good across the board. And I seem to have a knack of being able to find Tawnies that are high quality at a fairly inexpensive price. I don't drink a lot of these, so I'm willing to pay just a little bit more for higher quality. Oh, dude. You are sad that you do not have smell-o-vision right now. Yes, Emerald, I said it. I stole your saying there, sir. Super rich, super robust, absolutely amazing. Check it out. Again, it's Sandeman.com. You can check them out on their website. Absolutely great bottle. The Tawny here. I don't know if it gave me like a year, by the way. It probably did, but anyway, get the one that looks like this. It's got a G4S, I think, on the yellow label here. But absolutely good. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. If there's something specific that you want me to review, just let me know. I may be able to grab it. I've got I have a bunch more coming towards you, especially some beer reviews. I'm trying to clean out the beer from last year. You guys have a good one, and thank you for tuning in to Salud with Robert Gardner.